Have you ever felt the weight of fear pressing on your chest? The fear of failing, the fear of death, or the quiet fear of living a life with no true purpose? These are not just your fears. They are the fears of every human being. They keep us awake at night. They appear in our failures, and they follow us when we feel lost. But what if I told you that over 2,000 years ago, a group of men, emperors, philosophers, and even slaves, found a way to face these fears and live with courage? What if you could carry the same calm strength that helped Marcus Aurelius rule an empire, Epictetus rise from slavery, and Seneca face death without fear? Stay with me until the end of this video, because today we'll uncover the 3 greatest fears in life and how Stoicism gives us the tools not only to face them, but to turn them into strength, freedom, and purpose. Fear number 1, the fear of failure. Failure, we all fear it. Failing at work, in relationships, or in chasing our dreams. The world tells us success means money, fame, and recognition. So when we fall short, we feel worthless. But the Stoics saw failure in a very different way. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most of our pain is not in the failure itself, but in the fear we build around it. For the Stoics, real failure was not losing wealth or status. It was failing to live with virtue. Think of it like climbing a mountain. Everyone expects you to reach the top. But along the way, you grow stronger, you learn, you discover beauty in the journey. If you never reached the summit, did you truly fail? Not if you climbed with courage, effort, and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." The Stoic answer to failure is this: you cannot fail if you act with virtue, discipline, and courage. The outcome is not in your control. The effort itself is success. Fear number 2, the fear of death. The second fear is the most universal: death, the end. Most people avoid thinking about it, but the Stoics faced it directly. Memento Mori, remember that you must die, was not a curse, but a reminder. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Why did they embrace this idea? Because death gives life urgency. Imagine holding an hourglass. Each grain of sand is a moment of your life, falling one by one. You cannot stop the flow. You cannot add more sand, but you can choose how to spend each grain. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." When you accept death, you stop wasting time. You love more. You act with purpose. You stop delaying your dreams. You wake up grateful for every sunrise, every smile, every chance to grow. Death does not take away life. It gives it meaning. The Stoic way is to live each day so fully, so wisely, that when death comes, you are ready. Fear number 3, the fear of living without purpose. Maybe the deepest fear is not failure, not death, but drifting. Living for years without direction, achieving what others call success, yet feeling empty inside. The Stoics knew this fear well. They often asked, "What is the purpose of life?" For them, the answer was clear: to live in harmony with nature. In practice, this meant to live with reason, virtue, and service to others. Epictetus, once a slave, said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Your purpose is not handed to you. It is built every day in your choices. Think of a blacksmith. Each strike of the hammer shapes the sword. Alone, one strike means little, but together they form something powerful. Your daily actions are those strikes. Purpose is not a secret waiting to be found. It is forged by discipline, values, and service. The Stoic path teaches that purpose is created, not discovered. It begins the moment you choose to live with courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control. So here we are, the three greatest fears of life: failure, death, a life without purpose. The Stoics did not promise a life without pain. They offered something greater, a way to face pain with strength, a way to face fear with courage, and a way to live with meaning. Imagine who you could be if failure no longer scared you, if death gave you gratitude instead of despair, if your life pulsed with purpose every single day. That person is not a dream. That person is you if you walk the Stoic path. This is the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. This is the strength of the Stoic warrior. And this can be your strength too. If this message touched you, don't let it end here. Subscribe to Stoic Warrior Academy and join a community that refuses to let fear control life. Together we will grow in strength, wisdom, and resilience.